Bethlehem Public Library may already be your go-to resource for books, media, research materials, but you'll find there's even more to explore with our Library of Things. With the Library of Things, you can borrow the tools you need to explore a new hobby, experience nature, make some music, take care of some projects around the house, investigate new technology, and so much more. The best part about borrowing one of our things is you don't have to invest in pricey goods that may only get used once or twice. Today, we're going to take a look at our extensive collection of games for the whole family. At Bethlehem Public Library, we have a number of popular board games to loan, including Bananagrams, Risk, Ticket to Ride, and many others. We also have outdoor games like badminton, bocce, and lawn toss. We even have dozens of the latest video game titles for the Nintendo Switch and PS5. Don't have a Nintendo Switch to play on? Don't worry, you can borrow one of ours. We also loan out preloaded vintage gaming consoles like the Atari Flashback and classic Nintendo.
Well, we came up with the idea of loaning out games and board games by following some trends in libraries. Many libraries loan out board games, and it's actually so popular that the American Library Association actually has a round table devoted to games and gaming in libraries. Our Library of Things collection fits a particular lending model. We thought that the Library of Things collection is something that lends into a sustainable and shareable economy, and board games definitely fit into that. If you know when you buy a board game and you play it a few times, if it's not one of your favorites, you don't need to keep that one at home. So board games are something that really fit well with our Library of Things collection.
Ready for some fun and games? Stop by the library and take a look at what's available on our Library of Things shelves. Once you've made your selection, bring your game to the circulation desk, along with your library card, and we'll get it checked out for you. You can also find what you're looking for on our website, www.bethlehempubliclibrary.org. Once there, head over to our Library of Things page and select board games. You'll be taken to our online catalog. Wow, look at all those games! If video games and gaming consoles are what you're looking for, you'll also find them on our Library of Things page. From our catalog, you can request the one you want, and we'll set it aside for you to pick up, in person or curbside. If the game isn't currently available, you can always place a hold.
We select the games we loan out in a variety of ways. Our staff works really hard, and this is staff across all parts of the library, not just the collection development librarians. And they spend a lot of time looking at game reviews, streaming live play of games. They're really on top of the trends when it comes to loaning board games. Not to mention, some of our staff are gamers too, so they suggest some of their favorite games that meet varieties of needs of the public.
You know, a lot of the time people think about libraries as books and literacy. And the thing is that games are really, really important in terms of literacy. Obviously, with young children, you see things like identification, right? Like here's a color, here's a number. For older children, trying to read a game card. But it also teaches those social skills, right? So it's not just reading literacy, it's community, it's social literacy. But it's the same thing for adults. A lot of board games, but also video games, are things that actually have stories and they have progression, and they teach logic and thought. So when you have people who, you know, maybe reading a book is not something that they want to sit still, they need that engagement, the game kind of provides some of that for them.
Games are due 2 weeks after checkout and must be returned to Bethlehem Public Library. We ask that you let us know if you notice any missing pieces that need to be replaced, so we can take care of that before the game goes out to the next borrower.
Our board games are really great. They have both traditional and modern alternatives and the newest and latest trends in games. Our board games and lawn games, as well as our video games, I also see evolving in the future. We have invested some library time and funds in augmented reality and virtual reality headsets. There's increasing research into the role of augmented reality and virtual reality in learning and experience, and it's a great way for people in the library to step their toes into practicing some new technology in a way that isn't cost prohibitive.
So go ahead and plan an epic game night. With a little help from Bethlehem Public Library, challenge your friends in a strategic battle for resources in Settlers of Catan, Or try a family-friendly game like Apples to Apples that's perfect for an intergenerational get-together. Got your eye on a new game for your Switch or PS5? Borrow it from the library to give it a test drive before investing in your own copy. Whatever you're looking for, from entertainment to learning resources, chances are you'll find it at the library.